Welcome to Free to Cook. In this episode, we're going to cook pastrami. I was inspired to do this video after a close friend of mine posted a picture of her eating a pastrami sandwich at Katz in New York, one of the most famous places you can pick up one of these sandwiches. By no means can we reach the level of perfection of their pastrami, but we can get close. First up, start to get your smoker up to temp and ready to go. Now let's create the rub. To start off with, you want some black pepper, then you want some ground coriander seeds. We don't need to add any salt to this rub because there's enough in the corned beef. Add garlic powder, onion powder, paprika to add colour, and finally some dried thyme. Mix the rub together. I've trimmed the corned beef of any large fat, but made sure to leave a little. Now the fun part, you want to cover this corned beef with the rub. You want to rub it in as much as you can because you want every slice of pastrami to have that spice mix on it. Now that your smoker is at a temperature of 275 Fahrenheit or 135 Celsius, you're ready to smoke your pastrami. Place the thicker end of the meat towards the heat. Close it up and let it cook for 4 to 5 hours. After about an hour, check on the meat and turn it to one side. How good is that colour already looking? Once the meat has smoked for 4 to 5 hours, it's time to let it rest so it cools down. I like to leave mine overnight so it's stone cold when you go to steam it. Next step is to steam the pastrami until it's nice and tender. I'm just using a standard 2-piece veggie steamer. Fill your pot with water. Take your pastrami that has been completely cooled, and I'm going to cut it in half and steam one half at a time. You want to steam the meat until it's close to fork tender. This size piece of meat will take about an hour and a half to steam. Make sure to refill the water as it goes. Now the meat is ready to go. Let it rest for a couple minutes before slicing. It's time to slice up this beautiful pastrami. It's so nice and tender. How amazing is it looking? Slice your choice of gluten-free bread, butter it, and then spread a thick layer of mustard. All that's left to do is pile the pastrami onto the bread and slice it in half. There you have it, an amazing, tender and peppery pastrami made at home. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and if you have any recipe ideas, leave them in the comments.